The Justice Fleet is a mobile social justice museum that fosters healing through art, dialogue, and play. We started touring around St. Louis and the greater St. Louis and sort of Midwest area in March 2017. And since then, we've popped up in over 50 communities, multiple states, multiple cities, and worked with lots of different community organizers and activists, as well as community members, students, lots of different people. The Justice Fleet was founded as a means to help people not only deal with systemic oppression and think about critically imaginative ways to fix systemic issues, but also how to heal from those traumas. So we start with radical forgiveness, which we ask people to paint their bias and ask for forgiveness, or paint how others have been biased towards them and grant forgiveness. And what this does is inspires dialogue around healing from those traumas associated with racial tension, with sexism, trans misogyny, all of these sort of social issues that are constantly re-traumatizing people. So yeah, we basically reach out to community partners and stakeholders in our communities, community organizations like libraries, parks, schools, adult daycares, shelters, and then we come in for 1 to 2 hours. We pop up our signs or we pop out our boxes and we play and we make art with people and we just talk. One of the biggest things that we're trying to teach through our pop-ups with the Justice Fleet is empathy. And for us, empathy, there's multiple levels of empathy, right? So there's a physical empathy that you can't teach, wherein someone can physically feel how someone else feels, right? And this is a very high level of empathy, and this is something that you either have it or you don't, right? But then there's a more entry level of empathy that says, can I be cognizant of my bias, right? Can I think about how my biases are informing the way I'm seeing this other person, and then put them to the side? Because the truth of the matter is we cannot not be biased, but we can be mindful of our bias. Can I put them to the side then and try to understand this person from their perspective? Can I put them in the center of their narrative instead of myself in the center, and then understand what they are going through, how they are feeling, how they are moving through the world from their center? So for me, empathy just looks like attempting to understand somebody from their own sources of judgment, their own sources of pain, their own sources of history and experiences instead of ours, right? Because as long as we're using our viewpoint, our worldview, we will never see them as fully whole, fully human, fully complex, because they'll never be us, right? So it's this idea that we have to understand people from their perspective and how they walk through the life in their shoes.